Hello, team, and welcome back to another episode of A Lot of Fun Plays. Today, we are going to do some beautification work around our zoo. So, currently, we have the 4 species, or 4 pens, if you want to put it that way. So, we have got our quokkas, we have got the kiwis, we've got the Tasmanian devils, and we have got the penguins. Now, I just sold off some of the penguins and then realised that I don't have any more males, which is not how a colony tends to work. So let's have a look and see if we can get any males. Is there none at all? Okay, let's try that again. Little penguins. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to have to take the male that's here because we don't really have a choice. But because we're trying to build this colony, let's just grab everything that is here. Sure why it's being a little bit hard. Cool. Centre zoo. Which way are we facing? Wrong way. And we need to put them into the quarantine. Beautiful. So what I was actually doing was looking in here at the animals that we currently have. There's my kiwis. We have too many kiwis, so we've got to make a decision on who we're getting rid of and things like that. So what I was looking at was I was going to get rid of this one who I can release to the wild. So let's do that. So we can get some conservation credits for it. Amazing. And then, so the babies are okay, but it's once they reach maturity that they will start to fight. These are all of ours, so everything that will happen here, as you can see, so everything that will happen here will be inbred. So we're going to get rid of this one. And we're going to get rid of that one, I reckon. Release to wild. Okay, and it's releasing both of them. That's great. Sometimes it might only release one, and that's normally because one is able to be released and the other one you might just need to actually sell. Because don't forget, at the beginning when you start putting them in, some of them you can't actually, you cannot actually donate to the wild. Cool. And so now go to the quokkas and we'll do the same process here because we've got too many in the pen. Don't know why that's not going away. So we can't donate anything that's pregnant. So I normally go maturity and we, of course she's pregnant. We get rid of the older ones first. So let's get rid of these 4. Beautiful, they're all able to be donated. Perfect, so this increases this number here. Okay, so that's how we know what's going on. The other thing that I did is that we brought on some more stuff. So I brought on another, right here. So I brought on another keeper. We brought on another security guard, this fella here, mechanic. I need to bring on another security guard. The other thing that we did is we brought on more vendors because I didn't realise, but the shops were shut because the vendors needed timeout. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put everybody as no work zone. So they will just go and work wherever. Perfect. We can zone it out later if the zoo gets really big. If it gets really big, I'm not hoping that it won't get like massive, but if it gets really big, we can build 2 zones, 3 zones, depending on what happens. Okay. But because we're staying with Oceania, it's not going to get enormous. And I am going to bring one more security guard on because we can afford them at the moment. Oh look, these guys are fighting. That's not good. So this is what I was trying to avoid. Get to camera off. But it's not telling us that they're fighting, which I think is very interesting. So let's go back to our animals. Go back to the kiwis. And what we need to do is basically file one of these 2 away. And we will go with this one, I think. So we can either release her to the wild or we can send her to the trade centre. So that's what I'm going to do. It's a little bit of zoo management there. Not a lot, just a tad. Now, the other thing I was going to look at, I noticed something interesting. Well, I thought was interesting. When we were here looking the other day, it did say something about here. Shuttle move. Point to point travel. Single vehicle may move forward and backward. Let's do this for now. I think. And let's make it only 50 cents. Problem. What is the problem? Unpowered. Cool. Was this one number 9? So what we can do over here is that we can put, how are we going to do it? Okay. I don't want it looking like really ugly, but I'm gonna have to bring a path along here. That we can put a power facility on. So this should now why are you not working? It's not saying. It just says that it's closed. It doesn't say what the problem at the station is. So we've got all of these. Is there an end point? I'm not sure what I just clicked on. No. You must close the rod before you can edit. Okay. So I'm hoping. Perfect. So I think it was not running because it went past the actual point there. Beautiful. I have never actually done a back and forth one before. I think that's great. Very happy with that. Okay, let's do a little bit of decorating. So we're putting some trees around, of course, different sorts, but we're trying to keep with the ones that are in the aesthetic of the zoo currently. So I want the really big gum trees. Where are they? Cool. Hardest part is trying to like just leave everything level. Oh, there's people in the gondola already. That is so cool. Oh, I'm so excited that they're actually... Big queue up. Nice. Right, we need to move this big bad boy here. Where are we going to put him? I think we'll move you over here somewhere. Fantastic. Now we need some more prettiness for here. What are we going to put around? very basic at the moment. Just really trying to do something just to give it a little bit of personality to start off with. Just trying to stay with what we've already got going on. Oh, did I put that one in the bin? Interesting. I'll fix that in a minute. Cool. What other plants have we got over here? These are all kind of the same, aren't they? Oh, good. Fantastic. All right, so even just putting those little bits in is already starting to see a bit of a change. Oh, I'm missing an information booth. Wow. Okay, information booths are kind of important. And I'm very disappointed that I don't have one yet because they provide umbrellas. They provide a audio experience for the guests, which we can charge for, and things like that. So let's push back some of this, and we can put an information booth in here. Can't believe I didn't put an information booth in. Okay, do I have a standalone Australian? Cool, so what we will do is we're going to use a shell. Why do I feel it's still not giving me the right? Anyway, there was, this will do. It's not Australian, but it will work because we will make it work. I do want to give it a bit of a cue though. How far back can I go? Let's do that. So these guys will go and buy umbrellas and stuff there now. We need to put some lights over there. He is already doing a roaring business. There goes the umbrellas. I cannot believe this queue for this ride. Can I put lights up here? I can. Because you can't put lights on like that area, as far as I'm aware. But we can put them on here. Or maybe I can put them on the stairs. Okay. I like it. So why is nobody wanting to go from this side? That's a good question, right? They're riding to this area, they're not going from this area. Rubbish. Is there no bins up here? Nope. Why do I always forget bins? That will keep things a little bit okay for now. Alright. So what more can we do with the penguins? Are they happy? Can we provide more for them? Do they even use the burrow? We only have the one burrow in that way. 2. Okay. So these guys are like really happy. They're okay with the trees. We can probably do a little bit more coverage. Oh, we did another burrow over there. Okay. Where am I stuck? As I said, I really don't think there's going to be a lot of use up here. So what we can do along this wall where you can't, where we've made it so they can't see in, we could put burrow cameras along here, or burrow screens. Need 4 unique cameras. I'm confused. Okay, let's just put that as an advertising board for now. I'm so lost. What is going on? So do I need to make this one? An advertising board so that we can then so we can only have 4 burrow boards in the whole zoo. Cannot assign more than 4 unique camera views at once. Okay. That's a bit disappointing. Why are you not working? What's going on? Do I not have any Tassie Devils left? Did they all die? No. Are you serious? I don't have any Tassie Devils left. How did I not? Are they still in quarantine? No. But my little penguins are. So we need to buy some more devils. How did that happen? Interesting. Okay, we need to do some shopping. Were they not breeders? Oh, okay. I don't know how that happened. But we will put them back in. Mechanic has been and fixed all of that. Okay. Reset. Reset. Make the place nice and pretty for them. I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't pick that up earlier. That is okay. Just so used to seeing our little penguins because they're always having issues. Oh, he's actually out exploring. How cute. Okay, so we really can't do too much more in here. Because I think they're all quite happy with where things are at. Amazing. So I'm going to leave that for now. The clock. Where are all my animals? Oh, they were eating. Okay. Quokka is happy. Okay. We can get rid of that. You don't like that tree? There we go. What can we put around here then? Is that supposed to be against a tree, maybe?
Whoa!
I think I want to drop that down a little bit. Cool. Do they have any other toys or stuff that we can give them? Yes, it's saying they don't have enough toys. They like bubble makers as well. And a sprinkler for when it gets warm. Cool, cool, cool. Do we need more? Do you mean you don't like these as well? Where did that come from? And that? Where's all this coming from? Are you kidding? Okay. Let's just destroy our whole display. Thank you. Right, what are we going to do now? Alright, let's go back here. Okay, they're okay with his flowers. I know that looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? But let's just make do with what we've got for now. I'm the sort of person, I'll just keep coming in and refining and changing and taking it away and putting more in and doing stuff like that. So I'll do this for now, just to give it a bit of something. And then we'll come back later and do something different again. They want a fair bit, which is great, but we've got to make sure that there's the ability to be able to hide and be seen as well. Rotating foxtail plant. Nice. Put something like that in the very middle. Might put that over here. Is it too big? No, that's good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now let's look at what we can put around these trees. Because the trees just wouldn't be sitting out. Anyway. Around the rocks. Nice. Some little tufty bits of dry stuff. It is Australia after all. Excuse me. Okay, I think we are about kind of done, I reckon, and in here. Nice. Amazing. Extremely happy with where that is at the moment. Cool. What are we thinking? It's not too bad. It's not beautiful. It's not overloaded, but it is something for now. Let's go check these Tassie Devil. They should be good to go into. Let's move them. Put them in the right one or we could be in trouble. So you can, in saying that, you can put multiple species in the same enclosure as long as they are compatible. And so you see the compatibility. I'll show you in a moment. Just wait for them to be put in here so I can open the encyclopedia. Just make sure these guys are happy. We could do with a bit more gear in here as well. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so if we go to the encyclopedia and we go to, say, the kangaroo. So in here, it will show you, so this one, which species they can be in the same environment with. So you can put them in a same pen with emus, you can put them in the same pen with koalas, and you can put them in the same pen with the redneck wallabies. So yeah, so they can definitely put things together. Then coming and looking at the redneck wallaby, it can only go with the kangaroo and the emu. So you can't put the emu in with the koala. Oh, sorry, the redneck wallaby in with the koala and then have it in with these as well. So you've got to be careful how you cross species. Some of them have a lot of cross species that you can do, like this. This is not Australian, but a lot of cross species that you can do. So yeah, it just depends on what kind of environment you are making. If you do a savanna, you could do like all of these animals in one great big pen. If you wanted to. So yeah, you could like have a whole savanna that in the middle, and then have this big walk around the outside of it, or have like one of the rides that goes around the outside of the savanna, that sort of thing. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do when you're looking at the cross sections of what works and what doesn't work. So we're going to come back in here because we need to look at what we're going to do next. So I want to try and stay with the Australia stuff. Oh, we need to do a wombat. Wombats are good. Okay, let's get some wombats, and that'll be the next one that we do. Now you only need to get 2 because these are just one male, one female. Neither of these are very good. That is better. They're the common, aren't they? Centre Zoo. And we are going to put these in the quarantine. So we now need to build an enclosure for the wombats. And it does not need to be a huge enclosure. So what I think we might do is put it here. And we'll come round the edges here. So go with the log fence. I'm going to go a little bit back. Because I really don't want that to be the main viewing position. Why is it at that angle? I think it's going to be way too big. Because wombats can pretty much live in this space. How am I going to do this? Awesome sauce, that'll do for now. Okay, wombats are ready. They're going in here. Okay. So we need all the things for the wombat. So we need their burrow. Let's put that there. Need their food trough. And their water. They need some enrichment items. locals. Now, terrain. Well, they're quite happy with how everything is at the moment, so let's just leave that as it is. They only want a little tiny bit. So what we might do here, it's a bit dark, but I think I really want to do this thing again where it's like hiding what's going on outside, you know? Is that a bit much? Might push them down a little bit, they might be a bit high. Yeah, that's a bit better. Right, so let's edit the barrier. These two. Perfect. And I think I want to make this barrier slightly higher because it's got a window in it. I don't know. I don't know if I like that, but let's roll with what we've got at the moment. Oh. That's interesting as well. So we're getting the wrong message over here. It's just got the wrong name on it. Okay. Don't like this congestion that we're getting right here. I want to build an exhibit space, but you can't do that when the land is so bumpy. So guys, I'm just kind of experimenting here at the minute. And this is like a whole plateau area up here, a little bit of a plateau. I guess at the moment we can kind of bring this around together. Amazing. So we just need to work out what we're going to put in here. Maybe cassowaries, I'm thinking. Something along those lines. Or do I put the cassowaries in here? I don't know. I really want to utilize this hill, but I'm just not quite sure how to do that just yet. Anyway, that is another episode, guys. This was our beautification episode, and we ended up building a wombat enclosure as well. That is us done. We've got to get these people out of this area. We really do. So I think I'm gonna bring this around. Maybe put another stop over here. I think. Let's do that quickly before we finish today. Oh, I have to close it to be able to edit it, don't I? I'm going to lose all of these riders. That's okay, we'll leave that for the minute. Alrighty guys, that's it again. So much fun. I'm absolutely loving being able to do this for you. I have not played this game in such a long time. 100% looking forward to the new one coming out in October. But for now, this is where we'll leave it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you've got this far in the video, please hit that like key and leave me a comment. As I said, I'm not one of these master builders that does everything bit by bit. I absolutely use all of the blueprints and stuff like that. I'm not a micro builder at all. But I do love the game, and I'm happy to sort of, if you've got any blueprints that you think I can use or that you think will be really good, let me know, and I'm going to jump on and have a look at them, So just let me know what you need. Thank you for watching me today. Absolutely appreciate your time. Have a great day. Bye.